What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me up 100 times.
Let's go and get this on the roll. Okay. So, here we have a video. Marty McDonald, legendary Halo music composer. Okay. He has some interesting things to say. I'm not even going to say much. Let me just.
What's been happening lately and what fans are rejecting is the forced diversity narratives in games. When you were involved in games, was this on anybody's mind? Was the amount of diversity, the amount of transgender characters in games, was this ever ever a topic that anybody thought they should worry about?
No, it wasn't. And the current, go woke, go broke. We just keep seeing that happen over and over again. When DEI is not DEI, it is not diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is code word for essentially a Marxist worldview of power structures, and there's so many catchwords that are being injected into the conversation.
This is insane because they keep trying to tell you that we're crazy, that we're conspiracy theories. You can't deny it anymore. Remember when I told y'all earlier in the stream, there's been so much proof that has come out this week and told you, yes, guys, this stuff exists. Whether they want to admit it or not, this stuff exists. And these are people that worked in the industry. These ain't nobodies. These are people that either worked or are still working in the industry. Dale Walker, that video I did the other day, he worked on Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and he said, man, I keep putting beautiful women, and I need y'all opinion on this. I need to bring that up too. I keep bringing beautiful women designs, and they keep making my shit look like Big Shirley. Big Shirley.
I'm addicted to the good life.
Where he at? Dale Walker. Where that post at? Let me see. Where you at with it? See if I can find it. And I will give him the respect. Actually, I need to go and take a look. He had a conversation with my boy Mugen Lord. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and check that out. But where is it? Where is it? Oh, you know what? I think it's actually attached to this. Okay, here we go. So this is the chick. He said, y'all let me know. Somebody let me know. Hold on, before y'all let me know, let me take off the screen. Raging D-Head again with another super chat. You know what that means. We got to dance on them. Don't test us.
Get all your bitch and get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch.
Hey.
I will use my fist.
Hey.
I will smack your lip.
Hey.
I will bust your shit. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He says, Raging D says, can probably lure Alyssa down with some stinky. Oh my God. Yo. Oh my God. Guys, where were you when Team America dropped? I remember watching that shit and my parents didn't know what the fuck was going on. They was like, what the fuck are y'all watching? I was like, I don't know. Shit was funny as hell though, can't lie. Durka. But anyway, I gotta get I gotta get y'all opinion. Guys, rate it now. 1 through 10. Please. I gotta see. Maybe I'm not gonna say nothing. Just rate it. I need 1 through 10 in the chat. Even if you just watching and you ain't commenting, I need y'all to at least drop the 1 through 10. I gotta know. Okay, I see a 9. I see an 8. I see a 9. I see an 8, 9.5. I see a 9. 10 is high. That's the highest you can get. R2 Lee 2 with an 8. Salmak with a 9, 8. Christian says 8.5, and he like his Philippine women. I ain't gonna say he don't like black women. 8, 9, 8. So I just want to point it out. These are not a bunch of black men in the chat. I just want to point that out. I don't know what y'all think this is. Emilio Martinez says 9.5. A bunch these I see. I know there's white men in the chat. I see a lot of Hispanic guys in the chat. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Dare Soto. I don't know if you are you Asian. I don't know if we pointed that out before. Sophie B Powerhouse says 7, but I'm picky. Hey, 7 ain't bad. 7 is sexy to me. Dak says 8. Emilio says I love all races women. I just want to point this out because they swear up and down that like black women are just considered universally physically unattractive. Nigga, a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman. Holy. It don't matter what your race is. You see this coming down the street, nigga. Your head is turning. I just wanted to point that out. But let's get back to the video at hand because, boy, I just wanted to point that out. Adam says, I'm Lebanese, Irish, Scottish, South African, but the Lebanese is strong. Hey, shout out to Lebanon. Edward Delphin says 4. Huh? Can't everybody can't, you can't be attractive to everybody. P.O. Box says she's beautiful. She is. Let's continue.
Colonization, decolonization, all of these kinds of things. It is so far from what, especially in the entertainment business, what people should be worried about. Are you going to tell a good story? Are you going to make a good game? Are you going to do something that's compelling emotionally for people, that's fun for people? That's what creators should be concerned about. Now, we've had our share of, I guess I would have to say, diverse characters, but it's like it wasn't because we needed to make sure there was a certain percentage of, fill in the blank. It was because these were like either great actors or this was going to be a great character. So it was never any part of what our discussions were about. Like, let's make sure we fill in the blanks for all of the, so the game characters reflect perfectly the makeup of society.
But that's the thing. It don't even reflect the makeup of society. It reflects the makeup of fucking California or LA, to be more specific. Like, I don't know what type of math y'all doing, but when Alyssa Mercante said the world is diverse, nigga, there's 240 white Americans in this country. There's only 46 black Americans. Like, so is that really reflective of what the world looks like? I don't know. I don't believe so. Okay, shout out to Red Team. He says, what up, Atreus? You got a squabble squad going on? Yeah. Go on and get you some squabble gear, bro. Yeah, we in here squabbling. Sebrew is in the house. What up, ninjas? Your Atreus, good work recently. I appreciate that, bro. Shouts out to you. I just realized Securio Berry said -5. God damn. God damn. Yeah, so it's safe to say Securio does not find her attractive at all. Okay.
That is just such a creatively dampening way of approaching things, which is why I think the fans are rejecting. The fans don't necessarily reject movies or games because diversity or equity, inclusion kinds of things are forced into their face. Certainly they don't like, being preached to.
Nigga, white people was more excited about Black Panther before black people was. Black people wasn't excited about Black Panther until they saw a goddamn trailer. When you went on Reddit and we learned that Marvel was casting to do a Black Panther movie, oh boy, them white boys was on Reddit lit. Oh shit, we getting Black Panther. I ain't read a comic in my life, nigga. I was like, okay. I was on the internet like, who is Black Panther? I was so you're like, Black Panther, who is that? T'Challa, Shuri, Bast, Vibranium, Wakanda. Nigga, I ain't know what the I know. Nigga, where I was? I was on YouTube watching Comics Explained. Oh shit, this nigga T'Challa hard as fuck. Okay. When it got me a Black Panther mask, he was like, "Oh yeah, I've been a Black Panther fan since 1992." Yep, I sure was. Stupid ass. Why the fuck you lying, nigga?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
No, I know there's a lot of, I know there's a lot of black dudes who said they grew up watching, reading comics, and that's great. I just, from where I come from, maybe it was a '90s thing. I don't know too many niggas that was reading comics. We all had Dragon Ball books, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. I can't remember now, nigga. I don't know if there's any black people in the chat. It don't seem like it is. I don't know now, nigga. I grew up with that read comic books. I just don't. Niggas played with Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Beyblades, Game Boy Advance, Captain Underpants. Didn't see comics. Sorry. So when I see niggas that say they grew up reading comics, I'm like,
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Look, let me see. Let me get to these comments. Chadwick P.O. Box Christmas says Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther 2. I cried when he passed. Not gonna lie, yeah, that hurt your boy. That hurt. What really hurt me about Chadwick Boseman's death was the fact that when that picture came out of him where he looked really like sick, people roasted him because he looked sick, and it turns out he was actually fucking sick, and then he passed. That shit hurt. Frostfang says, I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance with my cousin when we were younger, and he, who is white, always played as Black Panther. He's just a dope-ass character. Shout out to Raging D-Head, again, with another $2 super chat. You know what we got to do. We dancing on him again. We dancing on him again.
With all your bitchin', get back in the kitchen. I'm hungry. Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, girl. Don't test me, bitch. Do not test me, bitch. I will use my fist. I will smack your lip. I will bust your shit. Oh, yeah.
But for the record, Amanda is very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. Just a psychopath. He says, most of my friends were trying to smash. Smash who? Who y'all was trying to smash, Raging D-Head? Sebrew says, I'm 42. I grew up on Star Wars and comics. I don't care about either anymore. Thanks, Disney. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Shout out to Victor Chong, who's in the chat. He says, Western big corporations basically act like current government lie. They push the agenda and lie nonstop. They also lost all credibility. Yeah, for real. Let's continue with this video.
But basically, these are not good products. That's at the end of the day, it's not fun to play. It is not interesting. These characters don't sound real. That's what ends up happening. People just don't like it. They're not good stories. They're not memorable. So, yeah, to be honest with you, I saw this starting to come in the last few years of my time in the video game industry, and I'm glad that I sort of retired from video games when I did, because I could see there might have been a few arguments, let's say, that I would be involved in coming down there.
One of the questions people have around this, I think, and that I have, is why do they keep doing it? It's been a couple years now where these big projects have failed, and Disney's so guilty of this, they just keep hammering down and doubling down and tripling down.
Yeah.
Why do they keep pushing forward? What's your take on?
My theory is that because they're so used to the ESG money. So I don't think that we can underestimate how much the average person does not understand business, nor do they care. Like the average worker at Disney or the average developer at EA or whatever the case may be, they don't really give a fuck about the long-term profitability of the company that they work for. Only people who are forward thinking are thinking that, right? Like most, like you know how like getting stocks come, like when you work for a certain company, they give you stocks in the company. Most people ain't thinking about that. Most people are not thinking about how healthy the company is going forward. Those are the executives and things like that. So when you're of the mindset, right, that you're getting these ESG funds, you're not thinking that it could ever run out. I think that's why a lot of these developers and these community managers are so comfortable talking greasy to their audience. How the fuck you gonna try to sell me a video game and you on Twitter telling me to go fuck myself because I don't like your politics? And you think I'm gonna buy your game? You think I'm gonna buy your game?
Are you out of your mind?
I'm not buying your game. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you played
You
yourself.
played yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So that's my theory. When you believe that no matter what you say, you're going to be funded regardless, it's easy to think like that. But I wonder how much these layoffs are humbling people. I wonder.
On there, why do you think that, you know, against all odds seemingly, that some of these major studios in movies and gaming still push forward with DEI and all these different forms of it?
Well, you know, I can't say for certain what's in everybody's minds, but I know that when I was there, when I was talking to, you know, when I was on the board of directors, let's say at Bungie, when I, you know, talked to the higher ups at Microsoft, there is a lot of fear, and the fear started creeping in. There is fear that you are going to essentially get on the wrong side of some special interest groups who can be very loud and very annoying. So let's placate those people. So I would say fear.
Okay, I can hear that. I can hear that. Fear. So let's get back to the
Fear is
composer.
probably one of the biggest things. I don't think, in my experience, that these are deeply held beliefs. You have to understand that, especially in the big companies, the C-suite and the executives, they are just constantly, all they're doing is looking at the bottom line. And if they think something could affect the bottom line, I honestly think a lot of these people are empty suits. They don't actually have core values. So they
Nah, see, bro, this was years ago. This was like 2016 before TikTok ever popped off. The first Gamergate, the first Gamergate, it started out because a journalist was I don't know if she was the journalist or she was the developer, was giving up cheeks for good reviews. I think that's what it was. I think she was a developer or I don't know. Somebody was giving up cheeks in exchange for good reviews. The boyfriend found out and he took it to the internet. And then gamers ran with it and started pointing out the fact that games journalists cannot be trusted, right? And then he started getting backlash and then he ended up deleting himself.
adopt the core values of the moment to make sure they're on the right side so they don't get any sort of backlash. And that's an indictment against the kinds of people who end up running companies. I understand that, but I've rarely found people with strong moral character running the companies. They tend to just they go the way the wind blows, and it's going to take them a little while to realize this is actually not helping their bottom line. And so there might be a few true believers out there, but it's few and far between, in my opinion. And it doesn't make sense. Almost nobody who ends up being at the top level of these entertainment companies actually ever made any entertainment. They are.
So if you heard what he said he doesn't believe that anybody in the industry actually believe the shit that they're saying. We know that to be, because we just got finished reviewing that dude who was exposing Disney, he's out on a date with 2 women, right? Not at the same time, but like, I guess he went out on 2 dates. He got him in his LinkedIn pronouns in his LinkedIn, and he complaining about this DEI stuff. Man, we know you don't believe in that. Shout out to Leonard Gostal, Don DeMarco for you.
Don DeMarco.
So yeah, I mean, we knew it was Big Cat, man. So that's that. I mean, that was a long segment. So shouts out to him, but I'm just it's guys, this is it. We're at a critical juncture, right? Is it me, or does it seem like there's more and more people that are coming out and speaking out against this bullshit? Remember that George Lucas came out and talked against Disney Star Wars? Do y'all remember that? Did you remember George R.R. Martin recently came out and spoke out against writers who want to take properties and make it their own? It's seeming like it's starting more and more and more for people to be able to speak out. I mean, look at this, guys. We just talked about Polygon. This is an article from Polygon. Dear TV writers, Please stop being weird about pronouns. Stop it. Get some help. I just found our next soundboard. So yeah, though, you know, that's what it is. So we got about.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.